Good day everyone, it's Omidex here and welcome to another video on my channel. Today I want to talk about my favorite formation after the recent patch. The way this formation moves and the passing option it makes for you, for the tiki-taka plays, for the quick counters and everything, I think this is my favorite formation after the patch. Like, the way you attack with this formation, it's crazy. Like, you have so many passing options and everyone is making runs. It just makes scoring goals easy, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it. It's the best attacking formation on the game right now. The formation I'm talking about, you know this because you clicked on this video, but it's 4-1-2-1-2, the second variation, also known as 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Now, let's get to the custom tactics to show you guys how you can set this up in a perfect way. For defensive style, we go with balanced. Defensive width, we go with 43 with this particular setup. We go with a depth of 60, you could put it down a little bit like 55, you could make it up to 65, like anything above 55 to 71 I would say is okay. With build-up play we go with balanced, chance creation we go with direct passing, with attacking width we go with 45, players in box 6, corners and free kicks, always down to your preferences. I put them both on 2. Now remember, we want to make this formation defend in a 4-4-2 setup, okay? So pay close attention to the custom tactics because you need to exactly copy them in order for this formation to defend in a 4-4-2 setup, which is the best formation to defend in. So let's start with the instructions. Both strikers we put in stay central and get in behind. Your cam is gonna be on comeback on defense and free roam, and it's very important that you put free roam on him because your cam is always gonna be marked by the opposition's CDM. So if you don't put free roam on him, he's just gonna be out of the play by the opposition's CDM. So free roam makes sure he just makes himself available for you to pass the ball into him and just start your attack. Now, one of your center mids is gonna be on cover center and free roam. Don't touch anything else here. He's gonna be the playmaker in the middle of the pitch. The other center mid is on get forward and the rest on default. In this case, Bernardo Silva is gonna play as a left mid, Rodri and Bruno Fernandes are gonna play as center mids, and Griezmann is gonna play as a right mid when you're defending. So for your CDM, you go cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover center, right? This is your out and out CDM. This player needs to be really good at defending. Pace is not that important on your CDM. What is really important is good defending and good physical, or someone like Conte who just can intercept everything. So if you have someone like Conte who's really good at cutting passing lanes, put the instruction of cut passing lanes. If you end up using someone like Rodri who's more of a powerhouse in that role, just leave it on stay back while attacking and cover center. Don't put cut passing lanes on him. And last but certainly not least, this is one of the reasons this formation is just so good in game. Your left back and your right back. We don't want these two to just stay back, we want them to get involved in the attack, create the width that this formation lacks and makes this a broken attack. So we leave the fullbacks on totally balanced. You could set the instruction for them to overlap to make sure they stay as wide as possible, but I just like them on default better because the AI makes just smarter runs when you don't force it into a single type of run, so I leave them absolutely on balance. This formation is good, but it has the capacity to be great if you just complement one thing into your games. What this formation provides is infinite passing options. Just don't pass the ball for the sake of passing it. Make sure every pass is thoughtful and adds a contribution to the next pass. Try to create something with passing. Don't just spam passing because it doesn't work like that. If you master the technique of utilizing the passing options on this formation and just play it slow and play it smart and wait for the runners and then boom, you go with that through ball, your opponent is dead. Now please take a look at some of these clips to see how this formation just plays in the game, how the players are moving, and how you can create chances while attacking with this formation. There are certain things you need to keep in mind while playing this formation. One being this defense in a 4-4-2 setup, which means at all times your two strikers are gonna be staying forward and just open for a passing option. But it also means that you can't rush your attack because there are just two people up there. You need to wait and play around a little bit so your players start to make runs, your left back, your right back, your two center mids start to join the attack, and that's where this formation is gonna hit hard. Because let me tell you, when this formation gets moving, there are so many tiki-taka options, your opponent is not gonna see it coming. It's unpredictable, it's overwhelming, it's everything you want to break down that one opponent that you can't score against. And keep this in mind as well, when you're getting countered on, you have only two center backs and a CDM staying back. So just three people are at the back and you're gonna be a little bit vulnerable. What you need to do is not drag any player out of their position and just try to stall it so your fullbacks and your two other center mids get back on defense and help you just reinforce your defense. Trust me, I know it might be scary when you have only three people staying back, but as long as you keep your composure and just don't rush the defense, your defensive reinforcement is gonna be back before the opposition can make it a threat. One of the things I really hate in this game is when I can't break down my opponent. It makes me angry, it makes me lose my head, and it makes me rage. But with this formation, it's kind of guaranteed that whenever I play someone who's even better than me, I can break them down. I can score against them, and that's the good part. Because when you can score, there is always that window of hope of coming back against someone who's even better than you. Okay, so that's it for this episode as well. Thank you so much everyone for watching this. I hope you use this formation and I hope you enjoy using this. See you on the next video, guys. Cheers.